Yesterday was bad. It was pretty bad. The scrolling, the consumption, it all kind of went out of hand. Most of it was a product of my sleep schedule, which was all over the place. Sleeping through the day, staying up through the night. I had an unstable headspace and I found myself making decisions out of impulse rather than reason. I would scroll, drink way too much coffee, and mindlessly act on vices as a means to get a rapid dopamine hit. And what comes after those excessive hits and more hits? It's the decline. The stone rolls downhill, heavily and almost unstoppably, until we feel like absolute shit the next day. We enjoy it today, and we pay for it tomorrow. So I wake up the next day. What do I do then? Do I get mad at my situation and just perpetuate the cycle? What does that actually achieve in the long run? It only further declines my baseline dopamine, pushing the threshold for true satisfaction and fulfillment even further out of reach. What's left of me is a sluggish shadow of myself, a blob that can barely get by, trudging along where every decision feels horrifically difficult and mundane. I decided that wasn't the way I should lead the day. I needed a reset, a stop button. And to get there, I needed what's often called a dopamine purge. Identifying and removing the most highly dopaminergic activities. For me, the main source of that was scrolling. But my approach wasn't to remove it entirely. It was to recognize the dopaminergic pool of these activities, learning to use them with intention instead of being used and controlled by them. One thing that really helped with that was journaling and evaluation. Once I became aware of the decisions I was making every day, I was able to pause before acting on impulse. It was that pause, those few seconds, which turned out to be sacred. It's that little pause that's often the only thing standing between us and a decision we'd later regret. Another thing I had put in place was I put time restrictions on my consumption of high dopaminergic activities. Using app blockers like Opal, I set specific windows for when I could watch YouTube or open social media. This creates a defined window in which use is acceptable. So I'm no longer relying on willpower alone, but on a system I've already put in place. We're human. We'll inevitably indulge in what we might call cheap dopamine. But by controlling when it's available to us, consumption becomes more intentional. More often than not, when we withhold from an activity and confine it to a specific time frame, the impulse and the craving, they actually start to fade away. The wave subsides, and we regain control and autonomy over our day. Sleep is another thing that remains and continues to be an issue in my life. But one simple decision gave me real hope that I could return to good sleep hygiene and regain my energy. Spending time in nature, acting the way human beings naturally evolved to act and were supposed to. Watching the sun rise and set. It gives my body the data it needs to reroute its circadian clock. It knows what time it is, and it is aware of the time to rest and recover. I understand it'll be a long road to recovery and growth from all of this and all of these habits, but I guess it comes through daily effort, slowly letting my natural dopamine levels reset so that the simple things can give me fulfillment again. Understanding that dopamine systems are dynamic and that this progress won't be linear matters. It's a continual renewal of the self, a revision built from past mistakes. I hope one day I can find joy in the present moment, in the stillness, in the silence,